It was one of the best games of the 2022 college football season, and it's one of the biggest games right now in the 2023 season, and it's right out of the gate in week 2 here. Of course, talking about Texas and Alabama rematch, part 2 between Steve Sarkisian and his former head coach mentor, Nick Saban. In just a moment, I'm going to let you know where the sharp money is. Look, we are going to watch this game, right, as fans, but why not make some money while you do so? Early in the week, there's been some sharp money from the professional bettors on this game. I'm going to let you know where that money is and how to play it on this Saturday evening at 7 Eastern when this game kicks off on ESPN. Hi, I'm Steve Merrill, back here on Wager Talk TV, part of wagertalk.com. And if you're enjoying this content, give it a thumbs up, a like, and leave me some comments below. I read all the comments, I reply back. Let me know your thoughts on this huge matchup between Texas and Alabama. And of course, it is a rematch from week 2 last year, in which Texas basically probably should have won the game. Field goal late with a couple minutes remaining, then Alabama goes down and they kick the winner as time's about to expire to escape, and literally escape, as a 3-touchdown favorite in Austin and win just 20-19. So now they're at home this year, and they're only a 7-point favorite. If you look at the Wager Talk Live odds screen, you'll see mostly 7s across the board. So obviously a huge adjustment. We're talking about over a 2.5 touchdown adjustment when you factor in home field each way. Is that warranted? Has Texas gotten that much better? Has Alabama gotten that much weaker? Well, perhaps. I mean, look, Texas did keep a lot of games close. In fact, even with all the losses the last 2 years in Sarkisian's first 2 seasons, he lost the game. His first loss in week 2 of his first season was a blowout. Since then, 10 of his last 11 losses at Texas have all come by 8 points or less. They've all been single-score games. So Sarkisian does have a tendency to keep these games close. Point spread is on that key number of 7, but the sharp money's been on the total. If you're looking where the sharp money is this week, it's on the over-under. Briefly opened 56, 56.5, and at sharp books by Monday afternoon was bet down to 55, even 54.5. And I think that move makes sense. First of all, as I mentioned, Sarkisian's a former offensive coordinator under Nick Saban at Alabama. Saban, by the way, 28-2 straight up against his former assistants. And Alabama has been a much better home team the last few seasons than on the road. But both defenses knew how to shut down the opposing offenses last year. Obviously, a 20-19 score indicates that it stayed well under the total. Posted total last year, by the way, was 64 points in this game. But what jumps out to me is the total yardage dominance. They held Alabama. Texas held Alabama to just 371 yards in that game, or 374 yards. They averaged over 474 in the season. So Texas held them 25% below their yardage average. Meanwhile, Texas had only the 371 yards. That also was below their seasonal average and pretty much spot on for Alabama. These are two defenses that are always loaded with NFL talent. And Sarkisian being the former offensive coordinator, obviously Saban knows his game planning well. And I think Sarkisian has a little bit of an edge as well against the Alabama offense as we saw last year. So two former coaches that coach together. They know each other well. I think that leads to another low-scoring game this year. And that's definitely what the sharp money's been saying. And we have seen some early sharp money this week on the under 55 here in the Alabama-Texas game on Saturday night. Hey, if you enjoyed this content, do me a quick favor. Thumbs up, like, but also make sure you hit subscribe and hit that bell for instant alerts. My NFL Fade the Public Week 1 video will be available later this week right here on Wager Talk TV. I tell you the most public sides and totals in the NFL. And if you fade them long term, you've made money on the blind. What a great way to start your NFL season. Another great way to start your NFL season is to get the next 3 weeks of college and pro football combined for just $7 a day. No promo code needed. Check out that 3-week football special right now for just $7 a day on my page, Steve Merrill, wagertalk.com. And stay right here on Wager Talk TV for more great college football previews coming up next.